Hello everyone and welcome back to Small Talk. I am going to talk about Tesla only. This video is going to be a short, very brief video, and I'm just going to tell you what's happening with Tesla, what to expect going forward, and what am I doing as a Tesla stock shareholder. So the first thing first, Tesla stock started going up today after the state of Texas has listed on their Department of licensing Tesla as a licensed robotaxi operator in the state of Texas. So Tesla has won the robotaxi license in Texas. It was already expected for Tesla to win to get robotaxi license. It was just a matter of time, but it does give Tesla investors and the stock market analyst and stock exchange in general the confidence that one extra hurdle has been removed, which was the regulatory hurdle, which is obviously a big deal because you cannot operate in a state without getting the permission or the regulatory approval or license from that particular state. So that was a very bullish thing for Tesla that happened. That's why Tesla stock started going up today. In Austin, the geofenced area is nearly doubled on August 3rd to about 80 square miles. So, which is roughly in line with Waymo's footprint. So Tesla is actually doing better than what the Waymo has done at its initial stage of testing the geofenced area. We all know that Tesla had started its robotaxi event, which was a couple months ago. And then recently, on August 3rd, they have doubled their geofenced area to about 80 square miles. We also saw a video that was posted by some YouTube channel, some guy who recorded a video showing how Tesla is performing. And in that video, we did see that Tesla was driving in a very rainy season. And also we noticed that while Tesla was driving on a street, some other car was taking a left turn. And just like human being will just give them, even though you have the right of way, but you will slow down so other driver can go, just to try to be nice. It was like a nice gesture. So Tesla kind of did the same thing. Though Tesla had the right of way, other car was taking a left turn. Tesla stopped for a brief second and let the other car go, which kind of saved Tesla from causing an accident, or other car from causing an accident. Tesla actually saved the day in that sense. So we all know that Elon Musk has been talking about that he wants Tesla to perform human-like, but even better. And I think that was pretty good demonstration of Tesla car. I'm not very tech savvy, so I cannot show you the clip of that video. I wish I was able to do it and I know how to do it. Maybe I should just learn and show you the clips of those videos that I saw. But it was some guy who posted a video on his channel how Tesla Robotaxi is performing. So that was very bullish, I think, in my opinion, Tesla. And I think that video did go viral. And I think that also, raised the enthusiasm in Tesla. And that's why Tesla kind of started going up early this morning. I mean, Tesla has been going up on Friday as well. But the other reason for Tesla to go up was some statements that Elon Musk has made over the weekend. But before we get to this, I'm going to tell you that what's next for Tesla. Next, Tesla has pointed Tesla has pointed to Nevada, Arizona, California, and Florida for expansion. So Tesla is trying to expand their robotaxi business to these states that I just mentioned. Elon has also talked about reaching probably to half of the United States by the end of 2025. Should I take this as Tesla's or Elon Musk's kind of promise, which we know that he always overpromises and underdeliver, or should we take it as a positive note, thinking that okay, maybe Elon Musk is pretty optimistic about his progress on robotaxi, and maybe he is able to launch into all these states by the end of this year, 2025. Whether end of the year of 2025 or the first quarter of 2026, I think either way is very bullish for Tesla. That kind of tells you that we are pretty close to launching robotaxi, and robotaxi will be up and running pretty soon. And also, it will be generating revenue for Tesla as a company in general. For investors, the next proof points are going to be operating metrics and safety data, and how quickly the service moves beyond invitees and geofenced areas. So, of course, they are testing in geofenced area, even though they have expanded the geofenced area. The next is the safety of the car. As Elon Musk always says, if the Tesla robotaxi hits somebody and just breaks a leg, people are going to probably cause more chaos and make more noise than how many drivers kill human being on a daily basis. So which he's right about, because people are, since it's a new business model and people are not very comfortable sitting into a car where there's no driver. I think because it's a new technology, people are still reluctant. So even a small incident will create a big news and big noise. Whereas we all know that on a daily basis, so many people die in car accidents because human drivers are driving them. So we are okay with human drivers causing accidents because we expect that. But when it's a robo taxi and driverless car, I guess people expect it to be zero error kind of vehicle. And I think that's why Elon Musk is extra cautious and being more careful. Maybe he's able to already launch his robotaxi, but he's taking his time because he doesn't want people to make lots of noise. And I think investors are looking into that as well. They just want to make sure that their safety data and their safety data is in place, and how safely they can drive. Also, right now, their rides are only open to invitees, people who are being invited to those events. But I guess investors want to see how quickly they're open to the general public so people can just do ride hailing and they can ride in them. Also, how far they can go beyond their geofenced area, because we know back earlier when they launched the robotaxi, they couldn't drive in bad weather, they couldn't drive into very highly trafficking area. But now, the video that I mentioned, you guys can Google it, Tesla Tesla robotaxi or driverless car driving video, something like that. I'm sure it'll pop up. It's very popular. We saw that the Tesla was actually driving in a pretty bad weather, and also it was acting like a human being. It's like Tesla has a right of way, but it's giving the other driver, it's slowed down so the driver can take a turn so Tesla does not crash into that car. So that kind of shows that it's pretty safe as is, but we still have 6 more months to like work it even more to make sure that the safety is there, and maybe then they'll open it to public as Elon Musk has promised. Also, Elon Musk said that his dojo is dead. So basically, he's not going to use his dojo A6 chips, computers that he talked about earlier last month in July, I believe it was. He mentioned that all of his cars are going to have this, I think it's A6, I believe it was. I did record a video on this. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it was his dojo chip that he was going to involve in most of his cars. But now he has decided that he's going to shut down his company, sort of, and he's not going to use these chips. Rather, he's going to rely on NVDA and AMD for computer chips. Also, we heard that Model Y demand has increased across the United States, and the reason being is we all know that the $7,500 tax credit is going to go away by the end of September. So September 31st is the deadline for people to order their Model Y if they want to get that $7,500 tax credit. And recently, actually early this morning, I read the news that the demand for Tesla Y has increased. I think people are just booking their car because they want to get the $7,500 tax credit before it goes away. And that's why the demand for Model Y is increasing. So that is going to, if you watch my video regularly, you did see that I mentioned in my previous, in my videos before, that third quarter is going to be, I think, great for Tesla as far as the earnings are concerned, because lots of people are going to have to place their orders for Model Y before the September tax credit ends. Before the $7,500 tax credit ends in September, and that's going to give a boost to Tesla revenue, and which is going to have great earnings for Tesla, which is going to ultimately impact Tesla stock, and the price of Tesla is going to give more confidence to the investors and the Wall Street to kind of buy more Tesla shares. Also, by Dojo being dead, and it's also positive and bullish for Tesla, because that kind of tells investors that now Elon Musk is fully available for Tesla as a company itself. His attention is not diverted, and with his package being approved, I meant to make a video on this, but I just didn't get a chance. We all know that recently, about last week or week and a half ago, Elon Musk was granted an extra, I believe it's 86 or 96 billion shares of Tesla, and his package was approved by the board of directors without even consulting the judge who had blocked his pay package before. So that kind of gave the investors the confidence that Elon Musk is at least going to stay longer for Tesla, which I don't think he ever had intentions to leave the company. But some investors were a little reluctant, knowing that because he may not have the motivation to spend time and effort for this company, because if he's not being compensated appropriately, he may lose interest in this. So once his package was approved, we all know the last week Tesla has been gradually going up, and Friday Tesla went up, and today of course it went up significantly because of the reasons that I had mentioned above. So multiple things took place in this past week or so, and um, with today's, I mean, this past weekend's news that Elon Musk has announced that he is going to have robotaxi uh, operational towards the end of this year, that gave Tesla shareholders the confidence, and more investors are actually buying the stock. Tesla's was at $347 roughly today. I think the next stop is going to be $367.50, and after that, if I remember it correctly, I believe it's $387, and it goes to $400. So my prediction for Tesla stock has been, throughout this downtime that Tesla was facing, the Tesla will be at least at $400 per share by the end of this year. It could go up to 450, and I'm still sticking to that. 400 to 450 is minimum. It could even go up to 500 if Elon Musk announces robotaxi open to public at the end of this year, which we all know it might be the first quarter of 2026. It may not be at the end of this year, because we all know Elon Musk never fulfills his promise by the deadline that he announces initially. But who knows, this time it might be different, because this time he has no involvement in politics. He has been granted a large pay package. He has also announced that Dojo is dead, which means his attention is going to be, he's going to focus more on Tesla as a company, whereas his attention was diverted before. And also with the demand increasing of his different models of Tesla, I think it's going to increase the price, which kind of motivates the CEO as in general anyway. Also, I heard the lithium price have gone down, and that's good for Tesla and lots of the EV car companies, because they use lithium for their battery production, and Tesla has a large revenue comes from their battery business as well. So I think that's also going to have impact on Tesla's earnings, and ultimately on Tesla shares. So what am I going to do going forward? Of course, I'm still a lover of Tesla. I'm still holding Tesla. If Tesla hits $400, I will definitely sell some share, because if you remember, I bought some shares from my sister, and I just want to take her shares out, sell them, and give her money, because that's lots of responsibility and lots of stress for me to manage somebody else's shares. Rest, I'm going to ride them all the way to 450, 500, hopefully, early next first quarter of 2026. I'm still bullish. If nothing drastic happens, I think for the next couple of weeks, at least in the short term, Tesla should keep going. It should reach at least 300. Next stop is 367, and after that 387, and then possibly 400. So we have 5 months, but I think it could go there even before 5 months, maybe a month and a half, or 2 months the most. But again, one bad news could pop up, and it could collapse the whole entire market, because we know Donald Trump is still negotiating his tariff deals, and he's doing things, he's always making announcement. On a side note, I just want to mention something that Donald Trump has announced. He announced that he is going to make Washington, D.C. the best capital of the world. And I'm happy that he has finally realized that you claim to be the best country and the best president in the world. Yet, when we go to other countries, like if you go to Gulf countries or Middle Eastern countries, even Pakistan, obviously it's a third world country, their capital are beautiful. And you enter in the United States and you realize how dirty this country is when you come from all those countries, right? The bathrooms are dirty, the escalators, the elevators, the infrastructure, the roads, everything is broken. The buildings are old and dark looking and creepy. Versus when you go to Middle East, like let's say Qatar, Bahrain, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, you see all these beautiful buildings and beautiful infrastructure and clean cities and streets and perfect roads. And then you realize, my gosh, what has happened to the United States? They're all their infrastructure, and especially in Washington D.C., if you go there, all the buildings are very old and they show like 17th century kind of structure. So I'm all up for it. I feel like if you're going to claim to be the best president, and you're going to claim this country to be the best country in the world, then you should make it look like it, instead of wasting money, trillions of dollars into somebody else's, some other country's war. For example, Israel's war with all other countries, that it's taking punga with all of those, all, or Russia and Ukraine war. Is none of our business. Don't waste our dollar, our tax dollars, and trillions of dollars, not even a small amount, to all these countries. He said he's going to make Washington D.C. homeless free. He's not, and then he's going to redo the city to make it look beautiful and make it look like it's the capital of the best country in the world. And I'm happy that he's finally announcing it, and he's finally realizing that if he wants to get this title of the best president, he has to make some changes compared to the rest of the presidents who have so far ran the country. So that was just on the side note. I know this video was only about Tesla, and I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled. I have always been bullish, and I think so. For those who don't own Tesla, good time to buy Tesla now. Not a personalized financial advice. I think Tesla is always good time to buy, especially if it goes down a little bit. Good time to buy. But then also there's other technique. Like some people say buy lower, sell high, but there's also buy high, sell higher, because now you see the Tesla has the momentum. It could keep going. So good time to buy if you don't have share, or if you have small amount, you can just dollar cost average. And even if it goes to $367, you'll still make decent amount of money. If it goes to 387 and 400, then of course you'll make lots of money on Tesla, even if you bought it now. So not a personalized financial advice. Obviously make decisions based off of your own financial situation, but that's what I would do. But in my opinion, Tesla is always a buy. Dollar cost averaging is a good thing for Tesla, for NVDA, for Palantir, for Google, all these good companies. You don't lose money in them. Uber has been doing wonderful. I mean, it did go down from $97 all the way 84, 85 again, but now it's climbing back up again. We can make a separate video on the entire stock market, but I don't want to fill this video up because this was solely for Tesla. So I'm bullish, still happy that I'm holding it, expecting 400 before the end of the year, definitely by the end of the year. Let's see which directions it goes. I hope you like this video. Until next one, take care, be safe, and make some money.